When is the perfect time to fix your rate? I'm going to get into that right now by looking at the daily swap rates. Everyone is fixing short, and it does feel like if you look at the actual wholesale, the cost of funds, and you start to drill down into the shorter term rates, it does feel like they only go one way lately, and which is down. This is a great little tool here by interest.co.nz, the daily swap rate chart. You'll find it under the chart section. However, the thing I wanted to kind of make very clear was that be wary of one thing. As these charts will show, when you start to look at the longer term cost of funds, it starts to look a little bit differently. Because if we drill down into October, one thing you will notice is some of the longer term daily swap rates are looking like they are actually picking up a bit. Now, what does that mean? I guess in the globe, and look, a little bit of a disclaimer here. I am not an economist, right? But what tends to happen is if you are looking, you're forward looking, and you think in the long term, in the future, in the medium term, there might be bad economic times, then what you will tend to see is fixed rates where the longer term fixed rates are actually a little bit more, cheaper than the shorter term fixed rates. So if we have a quick look at the current fixed rates, right? So another good website is goodreturns.co.nz, and there you will find the actual interest rates, a full rates table. Now, if we look at some of those interest rates, what you will find is that at the moment, what happens is effectively the longer term fixed rates are pretty similar to shorter term. Actually, some of the shorter term ones are more expensive than the longer term fixed rates. Now, in saying that, when you think about some of these longer term fixed rates, right, the feeling has moved. These shorter term ones have been dropping. We haven't seen the same drops in the longer term fixed rates lately. If the whole world starts to forward look at better times in the future, and we're somewhere in the trough of a global recession, say, or local recession, what you will find is that the longer term fixed rates will start to will become higher at some point in the future than the shorter term fixed rates. So it's all pretty good to have a strategy where you fix short and wait for the rates to go down and down. But just keep in mind that at some point when you think I need some certainty and I want to fix longer now, I think the rates are at their bottom, be wary that those longer term fixed rates might have already moved and are not as perfect position as they are around now. And it could be that they still have a little bit further down to go first, but at the same time, that might happen, but that might not happen as well. So just keep in mind that if you want certainty, if you're trying to look, especially if you've got a lot of debt relative to your income, and you can't afford for repayments to go up, as much as people are saying everyone's saying that interest rates will keep going down, keep in mind that if you're looking at something like, for example, having a family in the coming years, and you might be going down to one income, if you can't afford for the repayments to go up a lot, then it is a good idea to look for some certainty in those longer term fixed rates, even now, even if it's a portion and not all of your lending. So just keep that in mind as we kind of go through the next few months and start to enjoy some of these nice interest rate drops. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully that's been helpful, and always reach out to a good financial advisor like ourselves, Hamish at monline.co.nz, or we've got Dev here, and we're always ready to kind of give you some guidance on that. Thanks for watching.